Chidi react as prominent member of City Boy movement was abandoned by his workers. Chidi, a renowned human rights activist and former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, has taken to his official X handle to react after a member of the City Boy movement was abandoned by his workers in Imo State. According to the statement which were shared on his official X handle, he disclosed what transpired between him and the workers. Many were left stunned after a report of how a prominent member of the City Boy movement from Osu in Imo State, who was abandoned by his own people, went viral across various social media platforms. The City Boy movement, it can be recalled as a group of young successful businessmen who took it upon themselves to campaign for the re-election of President Tinubu in 2027. Prominent members of the group included Obinna Iyedu, popularly known as Obi Kubana, Pascal Okechukwu Chibuike, also known as Kubana Chief Priest, among several others. Reacting, Chidi, a renowned human rights activist and former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, in a recent statement which was shared on his official X handle, disclosed the challenges faced by the group amid a mocking tone. According to his statement, he pointed out that one of the members of the group summoned workers at his construction site in also LGA of Imo State and urged them to join the City Boy movement. Okay. Like he urged them to join and they refused to join Abi. Okay, however, to his utmost shock, he was abandoned as the workers left his construction site, visibly displeased by his connection to the City Boy movement. Abi now. The person wrote on, Chidi wrote on his Twitter page, in case you missed it, a City Boy from also LGA in Imo State this past week summoned workers on his construction site in the village to require them to become City Boys in the village. They abandoned the site for him. That's good. Sister David Alidokun says, you are expected to have grown past this type of comments. Leave this type to younger ones. What's your own? If you want to be petty, let him be petty now. Shagun says it can only happen in the social media citizen region where they destroy themselves with dancing. This Shagun Balog is always talking rubbish. Hi God. Aona says, who lose? Odinkalu, go to that side tomorrow and you'll see many people jostling for the job. Sister Matthew Agega says, don't mind the buffons. Samuel Sam says, the professor is very deceitful, unpatriotic and disgraceful elements. The man speaks with the two sides of his mouth. That's a lie. Pan Nigeria today, Pan Igbo tomorrow. He was the chairman of Human Rights Commission in Nigeria space. You are lying. Vinjosh President says Bala was truly prophetic when he said, human brains work 24/7, but it stops working once you join APC. I'm telling you, once you join APC, your brain is no longer working again. Success Eddie says he's now a native doctor. Frustration can buy someone. How much was he paid? It is well. Voucher says common truth is that so-called City Boys have devalued themselves as Yoruba slaves in the eyes of other Igbos. People are just not okay with this Yoruba. Guest 1377 replies and says, but Yorubas that continue to support obedience movements do not devalue themselves before the Yorubas. I don't know when people will learn. Obi cannot become the president of Nigeria if you do not accept other ethnic groups as partners in politics. And that is the fear of the majority. People alone cannot make Obi to become the president of Nigeria. Exactly, it's not possible. It's not possible. Apita Bala says, so me that is an obedient now, I have devalued myself in the eyes of Yoruba. Can you imagine? You guys are just so one-sided. Be open-minded, but in a world that people choose to do whatever deemed fit by and for them. Politics shouldn't be by tribe. The reason we are still backward in Nigeria, I'm telling you. And Olubenga replies and says, thanks so much, my wonderful brother. I have told them many times, if this attacks on other tribe is not put on check, like every time you're attacking the Yorubas, then Yoruba. Other tribe will pull out. Definitely Igbos alone cannot vote to be into power. The more they do this, the more they push people back. Everyone has the right to choose who to follow. Abi now. Victor Rufus says, does it really matter? He will find other workers. The Igbos should know that they cannot become presidents without accepting other tribes. They criticize the Northerners and Southwest people and expect those tribes to hand them a president. Mind them. Motion Kinsey says this world is full of evil people. People need to be very careful before they will initiate you into another world in the name of political engagement. I'm telling you. Mohammed said, I don't think this Chidi Kalu is seriously engaged. If he wants to join politics, he should remove the toga of human rights crusader. I don't understand. Emmanuel says, all Igbos are king in their home. We bow to no idiots. Village boys all the ways. And Meko says, Mama, what is your business with City Boy movement? What is not his movement with City Boy movement? Engineer Dr. Vinci says, money no be everything, exactly. And these people that even went to rally for themselves, they were not paid. So what's the point? People don't get it that everyone cannot be president at the same time. What is demanded is that whoever finds himself there should not use it to oppress the masses by making things difficult for them. That eating is a big issue. With Tinubu and men like this, no hope for the masses. They always forget that some of those who were presidents are no longer here, but their works follow them. See how Mbakwe is revered, even in death. He replies and says, my dear, your moral preaching and likely could have been a good one and fruit-yielding if you are in an ideal society or country, but unfortunately, you are just talking to yourself. I'm sorry if you feel offended, but the truth must be told. Now today, Abedolo says, Oga propagandist, you cry to eternity over this your tribalism. If that said no work, another says go work. Now money they want. I beg how that one take concern you by God. Adekule says, I really think jobless people are the wondering apropos this lover in Nigeria, but now they have professors among them. Professor na person now. Michael says, some of these professors are mere beer parlor gossip peddlers. Even if you hate someone, will you hate the money? So prof will pay the workers for the remaining jobs. Tolerance is a great virtue. Tolerance, really? For how long? I beg Nojo said, what is he known for other than drinking and talking like a drunkard? Okay. Friday says, you Remigos will be disappointed that day. You will see. Ethnic bigots, you never say anything. When we politicking start, even your close associates will all join APC. Make you they join APC, they go now. Ita said, don't I go finish them. Leave them. Joseph says, it's just the beginning of their shame. If they have any sense, they should enjoy whatever they've been enjoying from Tinubu and stop being hypocritical about Tinubu's political intrigues. Not deceiving themselves to do the impossible by trying to convince Nigerians that the black pot is white. I'm telling you, they are not blind. If they are good and patriotic, Nigerians, they won't leave their business to campaign for a man the whole world knows his character is bad and doesn't mean well for the country. Like G gets. Nigerians are not fools now. The so-called city boys will be disappointed on election day. Remigos Aniche says Nigerians are not fools. The so-called city boys will be disappointed on election day. Chibuike says, now you won't disappoint them. Maybe now you won't disappoint them. Now what's it concern you? Alakuli Razak says, Aniche, you are just like your stupid father. Waiting happen. Waiting happen. It is all guys. Everything you see, you eat. Sometimes you control your appetite. Exactly. It is all. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. Till some other time. Bye.